Dear students, in previous class we have completed about one-dimensional array as well as two-dimensional array. In previous class I told that in next class I will start the stack. But before starting the stack, 2-3 points remains in array, that are applications of array, advantages of array and disadvantages of array. Okay. 2-3 points are there only. So first I will complete that one and then I will take your next point, it is the stacks. Okay. So before that, see, just I will explain here what are the applications of array. Before going to start class, one message I want to convey you or share with you. I want to share my thoughts. First time in our college history in KL Elementary School Chikkodi, one student got the admission in NIT Sudankar. One student, our CS student only, he is from CS only, this year only. His name is Chinmay Kadole. He has got the admission in NIT for mechanical branch. He got admission for mechanical. He did not get the CS, so that's why he taken the mechanical branch. So this is the first time. This is achievement for us, for our college, from our college. We should feel proud because first time we placed a student in NIT Sudankar. Okay. So getting the admission in Sudankar is not easy. It's not easy. It's very tough. So first time the student getting admission in NIT Sudankar. The same thing I want expecting from you, for you people. So the senior only get the admission in NIT Sudankar. So I am expecting from you to get the not only NIT in IIT also. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ NITಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೂರತ್ಕಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ CS ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ CS ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರಥಮ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ NITಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ ನೀವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಏಮ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ IIT, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ arrays. What are the applications of arrays? Where you can use the arrays? Where you can use the arrays? That is the first point, applications of arrays. So arrays are used to implement the other data structures such as heaps, hash tables, stacks, queues, linked list. So these arrays are used to implement the heaps, hash table, linked list, stack, queues, etc. This using the array, you can implement the other data structures like these heaps, hash table, linked list structures, stacks, queues. Means to implement the stack, you can use the array. To implement the queue, you can use the array. To implement the heaps, you can use the array. To implement the linked list, you can use the array. Means to implement these data structures, you may use the arrays. So this is the first application. First application of array is that you can use the array to implement the such data structures. ಈ data structures ಅನ್ನು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು array ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. To implement the such data structures, you may use these arrays. ಈ data structure ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀವು array ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. This is the first application. Second one, you may use the arrays to implement the mathematical vectors and matrices. vectors and matrices. You have a chapter matrices in mathematics. Also vectors you may have. So to make the matrix, what you need? Rows and columns. Two indices. To make the matrix, what you need? Two indices. Rows and columns. Rows and columns is nothing but what? Two-dimensional array. One-dimensional means what? Either row or column. One-dimensional means what? Either row or column. Two-dimensional means what? To form a matrices, you can use a two-dimensional array. To form a matrices, you can use a two-dimensional array. Using two-dimensional array, you can create the matrices. To form, to implement a vector or matrices, you may use the arrays. Matrices ಅಥವಾ vectors create ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು array ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. You may use the arrays for creating the vectors or matrices. This is second application. This is the second application. Then third, to create a database. To create a database also, you may use even one-dimensional array you may use. Even though one-dimensional array you can use for creating the databases. For creating the databases. For example, I will tell you. If you want to collect the one student information, if you want to collect the one student information, his roll number, his name, his class, like that. In that time, you can use only one row. One row of information. One row of information contains name, class, section, marks, percentage, etc. Only one row. When you are going to collect multiple students information, you can go with the two-dimensional. You can go with the two-dimensional. When you are going to collect only one student information, you can collect only one row. So like that, so many are there. So to create a database also, you may use the array. Now database create ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ array ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Most probably we are using two-dimensional array. Even though to create a database also, we are going to use a two-dimensional array. But sometimes even the one-dimensional array also sufficient. Sometimes one-dimensional array is also sufficient. Sometimes, but not all the time. But normally we have to use the two-dimensional array for making the databases. Now database ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ normally two-dimensional array use ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. But ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ one-dimensional array ಅಂತಾನೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. These three are the applications of array. First one is that to implement the its hash table, linked list, stacks, queues, etc. Second, to implement the vectors and matrices. Third is to implement the databases. So in these three, we are going to use the arrays. You ಮೂರಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು array ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Next part is advantages. What are the advantages of array? So first one, in this, it is used to represent multiple data items of same type by using the only one single name. Single name to collect multiple elements. See, using array, you can collect multiple data items. You can collect multiple data items under one single name. For example, A of 10, I will take a 10. You can collect 10 different data elements. You can collect 10 different data elements, but every data is treated by its name as A only. Every array is treated as A only. A is their name, but you can collect 10 different data elements. A is the name of data elements. Okay, how it is? It may be A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, like this, A of 9. You can collect 10 different element items. Every item is having this A name only. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾ ಹೆಸರು ಏನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಷ್ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ collection ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. You can collect number of elements and all elements never treated using its single name. All elements collected through its single name. That's A only. So this is the first advantage that we can collect the multiple data types under single name. I want to tell you, suppose I want to take the student information. I want to take the student information. So in that case, instead of using all the students' names, what I will take? Student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, like that. Student is a common name for all the students, all the children who are studying in our college. I will not take different names, Ajay, Amar, Atul, like that. Because it is difficult for us to input as well as for output purposes. If you are taking multiple names, it is very difficult for us to collect the information as well as for to display the information. Inputting as well as outputting is very lengthy. For calculation also is very lengthy. So that's why I can take name as a student. It is a common name for all. Under the name of the student, we will collect all the child's information. Okay. So using the array, first advantage is that we can collect the multiple data items under one single name. This is the first advantage. Then next, it can be implement other strategies like stack, queue, tree, stream again. This is the advantage. Using array, we can implement other data structures just like I should write this out list, stack, queues, etc. Applications written, same thing again here. The applications will end button, other person repeat after that. Whatever written by the applications, same thing repeating here. So array can be used for implementing the other data structures such as the stacks, queues, linked list. Okay. So in this also we are going to use the array. We will use the arrays only use model. In application will button, other person also repeat after that. Whatever written in the application, same point repeating in advantage also. Then third is that again same two-dimensional array is used to represent matrices. We are using two-dimensional array to implement the matrix. See, these 2 points are common in application as well as advantage. Application will advantage will repeat after that. These 2 points are repeating in advantage as well as application. Okay. So again, we are using the two-dimensional array for creating the matrices. Now matrix create ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ two-dimensional array use ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. We are going to use two-dimensional array for creating the matrices. To create a matrix, we are using the two-dimensional array. Even though in applications are written same point, here also we are going to write same point. And these 2 points are repeating in advantage as well as in applications. Okay. So next is that disadvantage. What are the disadvantages of array? What are the disadvantages of array? First disadvantage is that in advance we must know how many elements are to be stored in the array. In arrays, we must and should know in advance how many elements are going to store in the array, because array is a fixed value. You are not able to increase or you are not able to decrease it. You are not able to increase as well as you are not able to decrease it. It's a fixed size array. You are not able to increase or you are not able to decrease it. So for that, suppose you have taken the file size. You have already taken size of file. And now you want 8. Now you want 8. It is not possible for us. It will not get increased. So you get enroll only 5 elements, not 6, 7, 8. You can enroll only 5 elements. You are not able to enroll remaining 3 elements. This is the first disadvantage. Second disadvantage. So we declare the size as a 5 What you enroll only 3. So whatever 2 blank pieces are there, that you are not able to reduce it. So that 2 memory locations are waste. The remaining 2 locations are again wasted because you are not able to reduce it. So that's why first disadvantage is that in advance we should know how many elements you are going to store. Means how many elements you require, you have to know in advance. First one you have to know this one, how many elements you need it. Okay, this is the first disadvantage. The second disadvantage is that array is a static structure. It means that array is a fixed size. The memory which is allocated to array cannot be included. I can say array size is a static. Array size is a static. Static means what? The size will be the fixed one. The size will be the fixed one. You are not able to increase it as well as you are not able to decrease it. So I'll explain you. You have declared you have 5, but you are using only 3. Remaining 2 is wastage only. You are not able to decrease it because array is static. Array is static. Or you have declared 5. If you want 8, you are not able to increase it. You can enroll only 5 elements, 5 data items. You are not able to add 3 more data items because you are not able to increase it. The size of the array will be static, it will be the fixed. You are not able to increase, you are not able to decrease. So that's why first result is that you must and should know in advance the elements, how many elements you require. How many elements you require, you should know in first only. That is the first disadvantage. Second disadvantage is that it is a static. Array is a static, fixed size. You are not able to increase it, you are not able to decrease it. This is the second disadvantage of array. Then third is that the elements of array stored in consecutive memory location. So insertion and this is very difficult and time consuming. See, in array, I'll take an array here. Elements are stored in continuous memory locations. For example, 5, 10, 15, continuously. Not like this. You cannot like this like 25. You have to try 25 here only, like this. Okay, then we get a third. Means elements are stored in the continuous locations. Suppose if you want to insert elements here, or if you want to delete elements this one, you can do it. But it is a difficult method. It is not the easiest one, and it is also time consuming. It requires a time. You can add new data items, you can delete data items, but it requires more time. It is time consuming. You can't easily do it. You are not able to do it easily. You can do it, but it requires a lots of time. It is a difficult one. It is a difficult one, and it requires a lots of time also. Okay. So these are 3 disadvantages of array. These 3 are the disadvantages of. What is the first disadvantage? You must and should know data elements in advance. Second is array is static. Array is static. Increasing and decreasing is not possible. Third is that, what is the third one? Insertion and deletion is a time consuming. It is a difficult one. It is not easy. It is difficult one, and as well as it requires a time. Okay. So these 3 points we have completed today. Advantages of array, disadvantages of array, applications of array. The question may be asked for 1 or 2 marks. Write any 2 advantages of array. Write any 2 applications of array. Write any 2 disadvantages of array. Like that. 3 points are there. The question may be asked for you either 3 or 2 marks. Most probably question will ask for 1 or 2 marks only. Most of the question ask for 1 or 2 marks only. Sometimes they will ask for 3 marks also. Even though they are under exemption, they may ask the write any 3 applications of array, write any 3 advantages of array, write any 3 disadvantages of array. The question may be asked for you. Okay. So in today's class we have completed advantage, application, disadvantage. So next class I will take the stacks. Okay. Thank you.